Hello and welcome back. I'm Rachel and you're watching 𝐊𝐼𝐴 TV live from Sydney. This is the Mid-Market Pulse. Let's get started with the mid-market commentary for today and see how the ASX 200 traded by lunchtime. The benchmark index ASX 200's gained 84 points or 1.19% to 7,164, hitting its fresh 14-month high. 8 of 11 sectors traded in the black, while materials was the best performing sector, gaining 2.5%. The share price of 𝐊𝐴 dropped 12% after the company slashed its financial year 2021 revenue guidance. Let's have a look at the market updates till midday. The benchmark index ASX 200 extended its rally by the afternoon, adding 84 points or 1.19% to 7,164 amid broad-based buying. The 14-month high was driven by gains in technology and gold stocks. Materials was the best performing sector, gaining 2.5%. Over the past 5 sessions, it's rallied 7.60%. Other sectors that were trading in the black are consumer discretionary, information technology, industrials, REITs, financials, energy and consumer staples, while telecommunications services, utilities and healthcare are trading in the red. Investors will be keeping a keen eye on the federal budget for 2021 to 2022, which will be announced by Treasurer Josh Frydenberg at approximately 7:30 this evening, Australian Eastern Standard Time, on Tuesday. The government plans to increase spending on mental health support for new mothers and on screening for breast and cervical cancer as part of a $354 million women's health package to be unveiled in the upcoming budget. Earlier today, the ASX opened flat with negative bias as investors remained cautious after Sydney extended COVID-19 restrictions by another week. Moving on now to the gainers and losers, the top 5 performing stocks on the ASX were the Star Entertainment Group, Pilbara Minerals, Crown Resorts, Fortescue Metals and Omni Bridgeway. The top 5 worst performing stocks were 𝐴2 Incitec Pivot, Nuix, Appen and Pro Medicus. Now let's have a look at the companies that are in the news today. Shares of PointsBet Holdings were up 4% at $14.10. That was after the company reported that its wholly owned subsidiary PointsBet USA has entered into a binding agreement to acquire Premier Turf Club and advanced deposit wagering operator. The deal has been struck for $2.9 million American dollars and is likely to be completed later this month. Moving on to some other news now, the share price of 𝐴2 has dropped 12% to $6.18 as the company has again slashed its financial year 2021 revenue guidance. The revised guidance comes as the company says that despite its third quarter 2021 sales being in line with the plan at $295 million, it could not adequately improve its pricing, sales and inventory levels in the dayu and cross-border e-commerce channels, requiring to deliver a significant boost in the fourth quarter sales. Next stock to take a look at is Brookside Energy. They report a major milestone on the drilling of the high-impact Jewel well as the Swish area of interest of Oklahoma's world-class Anadarko Basin was successfully spudded over the weekend. Following the announcement, Brookside Energy shares are trading flat at 3.2 cents. Meanwhile, Alligator Energy shares jumped 25% to 2.5% after the company announced that it was forming a strategic relationship with Trace North America, the US arm of the global commodities trading group Traxys. Moving on now, the share price of PolyNovo was up 2.35% at 43.5 cents after the company hired Dr. Joshua Cheatham to the new position of Director of Research and Development. He'll be leading the innovation strategy and research and development activities, overseeing the hernia development as an immediate priority. Now let's take a look at Woolworths. Their shares have gained 2.5% to $40.42 after the company has been pursuing its separation from the Endeavour Group. They believe that the demerger shall improve shareholder value. Now to the next stock. The Lendlease Group reports their outgoing Chief Executive Officer, Steve McCann, will become CEO and Managing Director of Crown Resorts. He'll start there on the 1st of June 2021. The Lendlease Group stock was trading 0.33% lower at $12.01. Moving on now to some of the latest commodity market updates. Brent crude futures rose by 19 cents to close at $68.28 a barrel, while WTI crude futures shot up by 19 cents and settled at $64.90 a barrel. Australian energy companies such as Santos and Woodside Petroleum traded higher by nearly 1%. The US gold futures closed 0.9% up at $1,831.30 an ounce. Gold posted its biggest weekly gain of around 3.5% since early November 2020. Now let's take a glance at the Australian dollar. Following the rise in commodity prices, the Australian dollar, which is a commodities currency, is trading higher by 0.13% at 78.52 cents. And finally, Australian bond yields rose. Australia's 10-year bond yields are trading at 1.666. That's up 2.08%, while the 3-year bond yields rise by 1.01% at 0.100. That's all for now. Keep watching 𝐊𝐿𝐴𝐼𝐴 TV as we bring you the latest news, trending market updates live from Sydney. I'm Rachel, signing off for now.